Yay, we did it. Greetings, divine mirrors. Sacred awakening, remembering gods and goddesses, one and all. Thank you for showing up. Welcome to Voices of the Global Awakening, Tuesdays with Tess, episode number 42. Our topic today is the power of your peace. And if you are tuning in for the very first time, then this program is a community enrichment service that has been conceived through me, this vessel, Tess, say yes to Tess. And we are here weekly discussing things on, as Abraham would say, the leading edge of thought, taking thought beyond where it has been before. I'm borrowing from them in this moment. I hope it's okay. We, as a collective, are going through so much, like the camel or the elephant through the eye of the needle. Every mirror that I hear from reports such intensity in their experience. And everything in me is saying that this is the time that the hypnosis of our mortal experience that is fraught with so much challenge and peril, sense of peril, and creates so much stress and anxiety. And all I want in my heart of hearts is to feel myself and my mirrors heal so that we can calm down, slow down, become present to the present, and realize the miracle of which we are a part. We are not separate from the miracle of creation, from the miracle of this dimension. Blessings, sister. Nice to see you here. And if you want to come on and chat with me, I would be delighted to share the world stage and the airwaves with you. Anyone that comes on is welcome to be in the light with me and share your voice, share your face, share your consciousness, share your thoughts, share your perspective, because evolution is a team sport and we are all in this together. And so the more voices, the more perspectives. We have been given voices to be heard. We have been given faces to be seen. So I wholeheartedly welcome you. And our topic today is the power of your peace. So, I meant to find this poem I had written, and I wrote it some years ago when I was living in southern Baja for a short while. And while there were two hurricanes. And one of the ones that, during one of them that I was there, I wrote this poem called In the Eye of the Storm. And this is the opportunity that I see that we have before us right now, is to be the stillness, be the peace in the eye of the storm. And I'm here today to impart to you the knowing of the value and the power of your cultivated peace, your cultivated inner peace in the face of whatever you perceive going on in the field swirling around you. Rather than getting caught up in the swirl, getting caught up in the storm, to position yourself in your mind's eye as one who is in the eye of the storm, in the peace, in the stillness, and you actually have the power to energetically project that quality out into the field around you and allow it to dominate, and trust that you are that powerful. You are that powerful to be able to affect the field around you. We are either victims at the mercy of, or we are conscious creators. And if we are conscious creators, then we reclaim our divine birthright of being the source of our experience. And when I say that, I'm speaking less about the details, the circumstantial details, and more about the quality of the experience that you are moving through and you are living through. The thing that I assert that we have control over is our countenance, the way that we want to feel. And from where I'm sitting and looking at this point in my journey, I'm very clear that there is no greater contribution that I can make than to be the peace that I want to see in the world and emanate that frequency of peace, of faith, of trust, of calm relaxation, knowing that there is a benevolent intelligence who has conceived and animates this dimension and everything that exists here within it. Every person, every creature, every tree, every ocean, every innovation that we experience in manifest form in this dimension has been conceived by the intelligence that is animating all of it. And the more we awaken that part of ourselves to be looking through divine eyes and conceiving through divine mind, as opposed to mundane mind, which is what we have been programmed to believe that we are finite beings, that we are fragile, that we are vulnerable, that we must earn our right to be here. Old Testament or New Testament, I'm not sure which, says it is God's great pleasure to give us the kingdom that is this realm in which we experience ourselves as existing. And rather than being in resistance to it, and rather than in being in some form of despair, either very obvious or low level, this kind of ongoing gnawing angst at the challenges and the confusing hardships and inhumanities that we perceive as taking place in this dimension, which I contend is all a reflection, an outpicturing of the woundedness or distortion in our psyches based on early trauma and fear-based programming. People have joined. Let's see who's here. Mary Lee, welcome. Jane, welcome. Hi, Tess. I'm trying to get it using my cell phone, but can't get it. You mean get in to come on and talk with me? Is that what you're saying? Tell me more what you mean. Hi, welcome, Art. Nice to see you here. So, again, if you are joining for the first time, this is Voices of the Global Awakening, Tuesdays with Tess, episode number 42. Our topic today is the power of your peace. And this is meant to be an interactive dialogue, not a monologue, although I'm prepared to do that. We go for 2 hours from 5 to 7 p.m. every Tuesday. And as I heard, I'm in a music-related training right now, and as I heard the person offering that say today, I thought this is a good thing for me to say to you. I am here looking at a screen. I am here looking at my own reflection. And so the more you engage with me, whether in the comments or indicating to me that you would like to come on and share the screen and talk with me live, it definitely requires less effort on my part to be engaged in a mutual dialogue. So for my sake, and for your own, and for the collective, I do invite and encourage you to take advantage of this opportunity. And I am a very loving and amply space-holding being who is a stand for the divinity in you, evoking and calling forth the divinity in you, knowing that each and every one of us is a genius. We have all been given unique views and profound minds and hearts. So if you don't see that about yourself, let me support you in seeing that about yourself. And if you do see that about yourself, please come on and share that, because what the world needs is more turned on lights, because we are all lights, and we are, holding up a torch for others to see their way through the thickness of the darkness that can feel so intense and scary and devastating. So it's been a very hard game that we created for ourselves, or Prime Creator created for us to move through. Yes, I meant to get in. Can you send an invitation to come in? I will see if I can do that. Hang on. I am not seeing you in the queue. Let's see. Let me try this. Jane. No, the only person who's queued up here is Mary Lee. If you wanted to come on, I could send you a message and you just click your way in. But right now, that's all I see, Jane. Welcome, Persida. Our conversation today is the power of your peace. And frankly, you, Persida, are one I know who has been cultivating that inner frequency for quite some time. So if you have the chutzpah today to come on and share the screen with me, I would be delighted to get into a conversation about the power of your peace and what that means for the world. Yes, I'm getting a yes. Okay, let's see. Yes, good, yippee. this amazing woman who is coming on to chat with us right now is one of the most enduring sisterhoods in my experience. We have known one another, okay, I'm going to say 30-something years for sure. 30-something years. What is happening? Are you getting in? Oh, you disappeared. Try again, hon. There's a little icon at the bottom. Well, I don't know if you have an iPhone or an Android. There's a little icon at the bottom that has the outline of person and a little like image of a screen with another little person inside of that. And if you can find something like that and click on it, then I will know. Bring them on camera. Let me see. Add. Let's try. Couldn't add. This person was unable to join because of technical issues. Okay, that is the way it goes with the technology here. So, okay. So, what is the frequency of peace? What does that energy actually feel like? Because we are first and foremost feeling beings. We are feeling creatures. And we have been programmed to override our feelings for our so-called rational thought. The challenge with our so-called rational thought is that not every single rational thought has a pure intent to it that is not programmed to fulfill some agenda that may very well be disempowering to the pure soul. The pure, unadulterated, unprogrammed, pre-programming, pre-trauma soul. And I believe that this version of ourselves is the most connected to the divine, is most connected to source, and is the one that we are longing to merge with, to reconnect with and merge with. Because the pace, the tempo, the ideology of our culture has moved us from a state of trusting divine beingness to incessant, anxious doingness. And my experience is, as long as I have been in a state of incessant, anxious doingness, I have not been happy. Because there feels to be something fundamentally off in the way my brain has been trained to race, and its effects on my nervous system, and the way my body wants to feel at ease. Are you with me? Please comment if you are. So finding, connecting into, tapping into what peace actually feels like in the body is, in my opinion, a profoundly worthy practice. Because when you can become the peace that you want to see in the world, you automatically emanate a frequency that is healing, that is sobering, that is clarifying, that is calming, that is grounding, that is relieving. The Bible talks about the peace that surpasses understanding, because it flies in the face of all the fear programming. The way we can be controlled and manipulated is to keep us off balance. Welcome, Richard. To keep us feeling unsure, unstable, vulnerable, at the mercy of elements and factions outside of ourselves that can blindside us, that we have to be on the lookout for, that we have to be alert to. The Bible says, "Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I shall fear no evil. My rod and my staff comfort me." I interpret my rod and my staff to be anything in the physical, material, mother, mater plane that I can touch, whether it is a mudra in my own fingers, whether it is a feeling of my rear end in the seat, whether it is the feeling of my feet on the body of the mother. Like in the movie Avatar, when they would plug in their braid into a plant or something, or to each other, and co-regulate. So to co-regulate is to allow the calmer, more stable, grounded feeling frequency to dominate. And you can do this by laying on the earth, by hugging a tree, by lying on your bed, closing your eyes, breathing, tuning in to what calm stillness feels like. And I promise you that once you have this, you're not going to want to give it up for anybody or anything. And then you become a divining rod for the sacred consciousness that animates your being. And you become the bridge between our perception of heaven and our perception of earth. I contend that the only difference between the two is our perception. Aloha, Samara. So my good purpose here today is to attune you to a consideration and a contemplation of the power of your peace. How worthy and precious and sacred and impactful it is to be one who is consciously choosing to cultivate and emanate peace on behalf of the one who brought us here, to represent the heart of the divine. To know that if you are embodying peace, you are fulfilling your reason for incarnating, to support our brothers and our sisters, our mirrors, in waking up from the nightmare that our experience has become in this field, to heal that misperception, and to be a mirror for one another, to evoke the divine brilliance, the magic that each of us are, that we so take for granted. I contend that regardless of the circumstances that we have endured and maybe find ourselves in right here, right now, no matter what, it is still a miracle, a blessing, and a privilege to get to exist. And the more we realize that, the more we choose to know it, the more we can determine to trust that intelligence and surrender to it and relax into it and walk with it beside us and inside us as our greatest beloved, here to fulfill us completely. Welcome, Kennedy. You don't have any sound. Does anybody else have that same experience of no sound? Please comment in the thread and help out Samara. Otherwise, the only other thing I can suggest, if it's at my end, we have an issue. If it's at your end, then perhaps you can restart your phone and come back in. Are you all hearing me? Can someone respond? Okay, cool. Thank you, Kennedy. You deserve to feel peaceful. That is your divine birthright. You deserve to feel safe inside your own skin on this magical planet that was created for your pleasure. I contend that all suffering is the result of this gross misperception. We are all divine, each and every one of us. We are all sacred, each and every one of us. We all deserve to be the peace that we want to see in the world. And we all have the capacity within ourselves to decide, to choose, to align with it. To make our connection and our oneness with the source of our being the place that we stand. To trust. To trust. Humbly, gratefully, joyfully, in a state of awe of how privileged we are to get to be a part of this miracle. That we have been programmed to take for granted and overlook. When we realize this for ourselves, we realize how sacred we are, and we become more present to not doing violence to ourselves, to not abusing ourselves in any way, and noticing when we are and making the change. And when we give that to ourselves, we automatically extend it to others. Kennedy, the way we used to manifest in the fifth dimension was by coming into resonant harmony with three or more people of shared values and goals. Well, that is certainly a preferred and accelerated way. It is said that the smallest stable community is three, because just like a stool or a table, you need a minimum of 3 legs. Some have 4. And when 2 or more are gathered, then that is exponential power. So yes, that is a powerful way. And we also have the power within ourselves to get our energy lined up with the frequency of our best life that we can imagine living. And for me, I have long said that there is no success without inner peace. So making peace the priority, the foundation upon which to grow a stable experience. Because in my experience, it is very difficult to feel peaceful when we feel ungrounded. So as I was mentioning in a conversation yesterday, one of you will remember, one of the things I like to say is I am standing on solid God. I employ what I like to describe as spiritual logic. Things have to appeal to me in a grounded way, even if they are metaphysical, in order for me to be able to give over to some of these ideas. And I do believe that thoughts are things, and that we create our reality with the thoughts that we're thinking and the thoughts that we're speaking, and to be as mindful as possible so that we are intentionally speaking into existence the reality that we wish to find ourselves in for ourselves and our perception of the world. I invite you to, if you can, if you're able, if you're in a place where you can close your eyes and see if you can energetically attune to the frequency of peace that I am sending you. I invite you to give yourself permission to consider the idea that the concept of time is a man-made contrivance created with a purpose of allowing us to meet at certain coordinates that we agreed to. And it is a grid that is an overlay upon the natural, eternally unfolding present. So time is a tool that we can use when we feel it can serve us. And it is a tool that we can put down anytime we choose and allow ourselves to return to the eternally unfolding present, which is where our inner peace lies. And I understand, given our programming, that this may be very challenging because that part of us that believes in deadlines and believes in limitation, and that there's only so much of this or that, and we have to hurry up to manifest or make things happen. That part of ourselves that feels responsible and wants to control has a very challenging time accepting that if we allow ourselves to respect ourselves enough to fully nurture the need of our nervous system to come out of fight or flight or freeze, to calm down and relax, to quell the anxiety, to allow it to dissipate, to allow it to drain out of us. To become fully, soberly present to the present. That is the miracle and the gift that life actually is. From that space, we can choose to really trust that this field, which is life, which is the conceiver, animator, and sustainer of life, actually has us. We are life, and life is us. There is no separation between us and this field that is sustaining us. And the more we can allow ourselves to calm down, to slow down, and relax into this field, we now come into resonance alignment with our divine birthright, and can function at the pace of grace. Consider that. To function at the pace of grace. To wake up to realize what a miracle you actually are. What a miracle this entire experience of living, of being, of getting to do actually is. To realize how inherently blessed and privileged each of us actually is. What then is there for us to worry about or fight about? You are a walking, talking, breathing, thinking, feeling, sacred miracle. No matter who you are, no matter what you think you've done wrong, no matter what you think you don't know and should know, no matter how much better you think someone else has and how unlucky you may feel, I contend that that is a wound an internalized wound, an error in perception based on programming and or trauma. And I have absolute compassion for you. And what you have been going through internally and externally, and how hard you've been trying, oftentimes suffering in silence because maybe you're ashamed of how you feel, you don't want to burden anybody else, you don't want anybody to know how defective you are. I get it. And all of it is a wound in our psyches, in our perception. I'm not exactly sure how to interpret that emoji, that avatar can be. If anybody would like to come on and speak with me, I'm not sure if it's working. I think I've had two people try so far and not be able to get on, so I don't know what's happening today, but sometimes some people do and some people don't. So if you are just tuning in for the first time, welcome. This is Voices of Global Awakening, Tuesdays with Tess, episode number 42, a community enrichment exchange, and our topic today is the power of your peace. I created this little talisman. I want you all to help me get out in the world. I'm going to put these in my hand and show you. You see these little peace stones? I was given this idea to invite you to carry peace in your pocket. This grounding little talisman that you can walk around with to internally know, I have peace in my pocket, and see how that knowing shifts your engagement with the field and with others. I would like to send these out to you for the cost of shipping and whatever donation you might like to make for it. And if you look in the description for this live video, you will see all these different pay platforms that you could send and indicate that you would like peace in your pocket, and provide me your address and I will get them out to you. I really need to take it to the post office and find out what shipping will be. This idea is so fresh. Find out what the cost of shipping will be, and then whatever else that we might want to contribute on top of it. But imagine all these people walking around with peace in their pocket. And I'm thinking about getting some custom made that say Salam on one side and Shalom on the other, and sending them out to the Middle East, and envisioning hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people walking around with Shalom and Salam and peace in their pocket, knowing that that's what they're doing, and that everybody becomes an ambassador of my group. Rename the Planet Peace, so that we can stop treating the mother like dirt and realize that every step we tread upon her is sacred, and every step is an opportunity to bless planet peace, planet peace, planet peace, planet peace, planet peace. And that we all choose to be ambassadors of this vision, because the only way for us to have peace in the world is to take it into our own being, to really find and cultivate being in peace, being a source of peace. And if we are choosing deliberately to be a source of peace, and our energy is lined up with that so that it is the fact of our being. It's not some hopeful construct in our heads, but we actually know ourselves as the peace. Can you feel how powerful and empowering that is? You are not any longer an energetic match to chaos. Does this make sense to you? Every moment we are choosing, am I contributing to the peace? Am I contributing to the chaos? Am I contributing to the peace? Am I contributing to the mania? Am I contributing to the peace? Am I contributing to the war and the conflict? Who am I being? Who am I being? Who do I want to be? I contend we are the offspring of a benevolent intelligence that adores us, that carefully conceived and crafted each and every one of us as unique expressions. Each and every one beloved by our source. Each and every one of us wanted here. If we weren't wanted here, we wouldn't exist. The only ones who don't know that we're wanted here is ourselves. And if we're wanted here, then we are inherently supported and sustained. We just need to relax into it. We just need to heal and soothe that part of ourselves that feels separate and doubts our belonging, that feels cursed or unloved or unworthy of the miracle of being alive. And there is nothing that we have to do to prove our worthiness. life goes so much easier for us once we accept our worthiness. Just for the sheer fact of our existence, just for the sheer fact that we have been created the way we are. Our idiosyncrasies, our preferences, our values, our beliefs, we have been created. So I invite you to say, I claim my divine self. I am my divine self. And I am humbly, ecstatically grateful. How are we doing out there? Some thoughts, some comments in the chat, please, would be helpful, so I know that I'm reaching some ears and minds and hearts. And if any of you wishes to attempt to come on and chat with me, I completely welcome you. We can talk about whatever is alive in this here now. And if you want some peace in your pocket, let me know, and I'll get some to you. We all deserve to carry peace in our pocket. We live in a very manic, sped up, so-called reality. We are subject to the myth of keeping up. I invite you to release that myth. I invite you to slow down, be still, and know that you are one with the divine. There is no separation between you and the intelligent source of all that exists in this field. becoming present to the present. Getting connected to the wow of existence. Sacred wow. Feel how much power you have when you're present to the present. Your energy contained, held, poised and available for life on your sacred terms. A life of peace and ease and grace. It doesn't mean that you have to give up excitement. And it doesn't mean that you have to give up adventure. It means that you honor yourself enough and everyone and all that is enough to savor every instant of existence and to think in film-making terms, to savor life frame by frame by frame by frame by frame. Nothing here is extraneous. We can't skip a moment. To get from here to wherever there is happens in a string of moments. And if we decide to become present to each moment, and I understand that it requires healing on such a profound level. And if this resonates with you, and I can support you in becoming aligned with this, what feels really sane relationship with life. That for me is a thrill and an honor. Because we are the ones we've been waiting for. Song cue. Step inside your mind. Seek and ye shall find all the treasures you've been dreaming of. Gently turn to me, I will set you free. Melt your troubles in the warmth of love. Everything you've ever longed for, you already own. I am so much nearer than your nearest telephone. Just be still and you will hear me. You are not alone. I am you, you are me, we are one. Ask and you'll receive, if you but believe. Life is so much simpler than we know. It's such a rich surprise when we realize fate's the magic fuel that makes things go. Everything you've ever longed for, you already own. I am so much nearer than your nearest telephone. Just be still and you will hear me. You are not alone. I am you, you are me, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. We are the one we've been waiting for. We're the Messiah banging at your door. Look in the mirror, see who's watching you. You are the deity you're praying to. I am you, you are me, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are one. I am you, you are me, we are faith, we are light, we are peace, we are life, we are mind, we are real, we are truth, we are love, we are God, we are now, we are one. Oh. Oh. How are you doing out there? Please share your thoughts in the chat or request to come on and join me live. It'd be my honor to reflect with you. That song that I sang is called Creation Personified. and it is on my first CD, Awaken the Dream, Musical Medicine for the Soul, Volume 1. All my produced music is available on all the major platforms, and that information is contained in the description. If you would like to contribute to my music ministry, that is a way, and all the information, all the links and everything are there. So, our topic today is the power of your peace, and my desire is to convince you of how much impact you can make upon your own experience and the experience of the collective through choosing to cultivate and emanate your peace into the field. I don't know about you. I feel exponentially more sane when I am in my intentional slowness, tapped in, feeling everything. Because then I am fully embodied aliveness. I'm not just busy mind who gets so caught up in considering future scenarios that, that I am no longer present to the wholeness, completeness, and perfection of this animated moment, which is all I have. This moment is the only thing that is actually real. As real as it gets. And if in this moment there is anything other than peace and fulfillment and gratitude, it is valuable to put attention to name for yourself what those feelings are without judgment, without self-berating, without criticism. Just pure, calm, compassionate, considerate empathy. The way you would put upon a distraught child. And you, as the mature, divine, adult version of yourself, give love and empathy to those hurt parts. to those hurt parts. Because I believe we have to feel things to respect them, because they happen. They got lodged inside of us. It's like having a wound and not attending to it properly. And so it festers and infects. And we have these psycho-emotional wounds that when they happen to us, we didn't have the tools or the awareness or the aware adults around us to give validity to our experience and to soothe us and calm us and reassure us that we actually are safe. We actually are loved and wanted and beloved by this world in which we exist. My spiritual logic suggests to me that if we exist, that is all the evidence that we need that the source that breathes life into us supports and sustains us and wants us here. You are wanted here. Take it on as if it's true, because it is. You are wanted here by life itself. And the more you choose to know it and accept it, the more ease and grace you will experience, and the more you will become convinced that it is true. And when you know this, you feel safe, your heart is open, and you can trust that you can be generous with others around you. And you reflect this knowing to them until they can see it for themselves. And this is how we heal, and this is how we create peace. By waking up from the hypnosis of so-called mortal reality, which is one of my groups you can join and find in the description. How are you feeling right now? Are you feeling safe? seen? Are you feeling more trusting of this miraculous phenomenon that is causing us to be here in these forms, sharing these thoughts, meant to awaken us and lift us out of our misguided suffering, our misunderstanding. I hope you're breathing slowly and deeply and feeling the deliciousness of your own miraculous breath that is always available to you. Evidence of the abundance, the infinite supply in which you exist. Always available to you. Your prana, your life force, your breath is always available to you, and you are so blessed and privileged to have it. Can you feel the courage that it takes to give yourself permission to cultivate your peace? It feels like a decadent luxury, and yet it is our most basic birthright. And it is available to us. Abraham Hicks says, use nothing as your excuse to step out of your joy. And I will say, use nothing as your excuse to step out of your peace, which is probably the highest form of joy you can touch, especially if you've had a lifetime or lifetimes of suffering and angst. Peace is not a luxury. It is a necessity for sanity and health. thinking and decision making. You cannot make clear decisions if you're in a state of angst. Does this make sense? So today I share my peace with you. Align with the divine. Choose to function at the pace of grace and watch your world change around you. Pass the peace. Imagine a subtle, silent strategy that can change the world. Who is with me? Shake off, smooth, soothe, transform anything that doesn't feel like peace. Peace in your body, peace in your pocket, peace in your psyche. How is this for you? Are you comfortable? Or are you uncomfortable? It is confrontive, isn't it? Everything that you want to do in this world will turn out better if you find you still want to do that coming from a peaceful core, a peaceful, still countenance. Trust it. Or if you disagree, come on and say so. Let's talk about it. all the things that I have wanted to do in this world, I feel that cultivating genuine inner peace is by far my greatest accomplishment. Because we are all microcosms of the macrocosm. And in my heritage, there is a philosophy of peace in the home, peace in the community, peace in the world. And I add to that peace in the self first. I can't have peace in the home if I don't have peace in myself. I'm traveling home. The Bible says, seek ye first the kingdom within, and all this will be added unto you. Peace is our greatest wealth, our greatest treasure. It is the kingdom of heaven. The way out is in. The way out is yin. Soft, feminine. No fight. No war. Unequivocal. Unwavering peace. Pure alignment with the divine. Trusting, being willing to be patient with the mystery. Knowing that the safety zone in the unknown is the now. Be present in the now. And you will feel safe, full, whole, complete, supported, sustained, adored. Consider the possibility that you are adored by life. Life adores you. Life adores your character. Life is here to support and sustain you and wants you to thrive. Imagine living your life feeling calm, trusting, grateful, relaxed, curious, open, available. Doesn't that sound like health? Sanity? reason we're here? To be in joy and gratitude for the miracle, the blessing, and the privilege of existing? What more do you need than that? That's everything. It's time for you to love yourself completely and realize how important you actually are. Your life force is a contribution. Your presence and existence on this plane, whether anyone sees you or not, and the more you come to accept the truth of your own contribution, the more happy and lighthearted you will become. The more good you will feel, the more health and vitality you will enjoy, because you will be in alignment with your original blueprint. All the love Creator put in to designing unique you. This is the power of your peace. This is the gift from life to you and from you to life. If you're looking for what to contribute your peace, contribute your trust, contribute your gratitude. That's it. That's enough. That's everything. Like the sections of an orchestra, we are woodwind, brass, and string. Together we make music. Together may we we sing, our voices blend in harmony, our heartbeats keeping time, and the sound we make is beautiful, all part of God's design. The world is just an orchestra, each instrument unique. No matter where we came from or language that we speak, each has their separate line to play, a necessary role, and the tones we add so naturally contribute to the whole. If we could hear the orchestra and recognize our parts, we'd honor our sweet maestro and play with all our hearts. That was called With All Our Hearts, from my 6 Million Candles Concert at Auschwitz collection. All of my original music is available on all the major platforms. If you are interested in supporting my ministry, please look in the description field above, and you will find all the various links to the various ways that you can join with me in envisioning the world that we want to see and bringing it into manifestation. We do have the power. It is within us. And we don't need military forces and strategies. We need the power of our intention and our knowingness of our capacity. Greetings, Frank. Greetings, Bella. Nice to see you. This is Voices of the Global Awakening, Tuesdays with Tess, episode number 42, Power of Your Peace. I want to invite you to invest your own precious life force energy, sacred focus of attention on tuning in to find the peace within you. To choose to cultivate it and make it your sacred home. A home that no one can take away from you, no matter where you are. probably heard me say many times if you've been watching a while. Just stop telling God how big your problems are. Instead, tell your problems how big your God is. Cultivate a peace so strong within you that no chaos raging on the outside can touch it. And you will become so strong, and you will emanate such a clear frequency that you will create peace and safety and calm, lucid groundedness wherever you are. This is my gift to you and my invitation for you to pay peace forward. Be a source of it. And if you need some peace in your pocket, if you need a little talisman, a little piece of groundedness to hold and put in your pocket, know that it's there. Please make a donation on one of my apps to cover the cost of shipping and any extra that is in your heart to be generous with, and I will be honored to get these out to you. And as I said earlier in the broadcast, my intention is to get these custom made to say Salom on one side and Shalom on the other, and get these out to our brothers and sisters in the Middle East. And imagine hundreds and hundreds of thousands of souls living in the heart of the body of the mother in the Middle East, holding these, having them in their pockets, knowing they are walking around with peace in their pocket, no matter what side they're on. We can change the world by the power of our intention. We can heal ourselves from the inside out and be the micro of the macro of the world, because everything we see on the outside is an outpicturing of our own internal landscape. And if we want to be in a peaceful world, we have to cultivate it within us. Make sense? Are you picking up what I'm putting down? Feel free to reach out to me privately if you would like to explore dropping into this field together and releasing all that may be in the way of that. I have space for a couple of people, and I'm running a couple of retreats. So let's talk and see if my worldview can serve you in coming into alignment with your true divine self and transcend and evaporate all the suffering. Please do. Please feel free to share the replay on your pages, in your groups. Help get this frequency out. Peace, Bella. Thank you, Stu. Thank you to everyone who is here, has been here, is going to be here. And if you are, again, in need of any support, please feel free to reach out, and I will do my best to get back to you in a timely manner as I balance my own peace and feel into what I can authentically meet and accommodate, and what may be more than I can absorb in any particular moment. So it is definitely an ongoing surf ride that I am having, and I know you are too. And we are all in this together, because evolution is a team sport, and we are all allies in each other's evolution, which is why I so encourage you to come on and chat with me here when you're able, because we will evolve exponentially more quickly as we each bring our own piece of the puzzle into the consciousness. So I thank you very, very much for being here, and I look forward to seeing you again next Tuesday for episode number 43, topic to be determined. So again, thank you for tuning in. Have a beautiful week, and be the peace. The power of peace is within you. Namaste.